Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. The topic to be discussed right now is on food desire. We have got the desire for food, for good food, for tasty food. We desire for that. If it is available, given to you, you are happy and consume like anything, enjoy like anything. If it is not up to your expectation, against your desire, against your expectation, you feel bored. Even you resist, break, tussle. Sometimes even you leave taking food also. But that is a bad habit. Habit is very bad. Because we have got the desire, we have not got rid of the desire. And especially food desire, it is harmful. You have to take food because you need energy to pursue your yoga. But the problem is that no yoga can be done without sufficient food and sleep. It is required. But that greed, lalsa, it is bad, really bad. Anyway, we'll try to quote how Sri Aurobindo mastering touch. We'll now go to have some with this few lines. This divine message I want to quote before you. It is the attachment to food. Attachment to food. Already that bright message I have maybe a couple of times I have cited before you. Eat for living, but don't live for eating. Eat for living. Living is necessary, and for that food is necessary. But don't live only to eat. Live for eating. It is the attachment of food, the greed, and the eagerness for it. Greed and eagerness for food, attachment to food. It is making it an unduly important thing in the life. As if we have got nothing to do except food. Only food, that greed, attachment, desire for the food. And don't pay unduly importance to these things in life. That is contrary to the spirit of yoga. Suppose you are in yogic line. Suppose you are in the yogic line, don't pay much importance to this desire for food. Greed, eagerness, attachment. These are contrary to the spirit of yoga. If you are in that idea, try to get rid of. Try to get rid of. Most people generally do. To be aware that something is pleasant to the palate is not wrong. That's what Sri Aurobindo also comes to our level. He also understands our problem, our greed and all. It is well understandable. To be aware that something is pleasant to the palate of our is not wrong. Only one must have no desire, no hankering for it. Two things you must not have. No desire, no hankering for it. That you must please. You must have. Nothing wrong here in the course. Something is pleasant. To aware that something is pleasant to the palate of our is not wrong. Only one must try. No desire, no hankering for it. If it is coming, then good. Not coming, so you must not get harassed. You must not break your head. That is what the requirement. So attachment for food, greed, and the eagerness to get it, and paying unduly importance to that food, these are contrary to the spirit of yoga. You must remember. There should be neither eagerness nor repugnance. Neither eagerness nor repugnance for food. Nor eagerness. Whatever is coming, it is there. Something you will get. For that actually you are not doing the sadhana. For sadhana, some energy is required, and this energy will come from food. And you need also sufficient rest for doing the sadhana. And moreover, this in Gita Yoga, we are paying much importance on Karma Yoga. So for that, actually, you need some food, but don't have. You must have neither eagerness nor repugnance. To be always thinking about food, always thinking about food. I have taken food. What after half an hour? To be always thinking about food and troubling the mind is quite a wrong way of getting rid of food desire. Thinking of food and indulging the mind throughout to get it. It is the wrong way of getting rid of the food desire. That's what's here in the course. So what we have to do, and initial analysis from Sri Aurobindo we have heard so far, that we must not have attachment for food, no greed, no eagerness for it. We must not be unduly, not pay any unduly importance to the things in life. That is contrary to the spirit of yoga. That is what we must remember. Pleasant. It is pleasant to to be aware that something is pleasant to the palate is not wrong. Only, but the thing is that you must have no desire, no hankering up for it. Neither eagerness nor repugnance. Another way. So what we have to do? Sri Aurobindo tries to explain in a very clear-cut manner. To be always thinking about food and troubling the mind, thinking of food and troubling the mind is quite a wrong way of getting rid of the food desire. Troubling your mind and thinking entirely wholeheartedly and round the clock about the food, these are the wrong way of getting rid of the food desire. You must be conscious. Don't pay more attention to this food. Don't trouble your mind about food again. Mind what I will do, what I will eat, if it is available or not. I want this food to be available, but it is not available there. All sort of nonsense. Try to avoid them. Don't trouble your mind about food. Take it in the right quantity, neither too much or too little. Already before some time we kept discussing on fasting, upavas. It will never, it is not permissible in the ashram. No permission is granted in the ashram for fasting. You have to take sufficient food, enough food rather. Neither too much nor too little. Without greed or repulsion. Without greed or repulsion. That is the requirement. You must not have greed or neither you will think it repulsed. As the means given you by the mother for the maintenance of the body, for the right spirit, and offering it to the divine in you. That is what the food is given. Already that message, as messaged by the mother for us, we have seen that food given to you still in the words. This is mother message from the master. Food given to you is having the direct divine touch, direct the mother's touch is touch with it. So don't think it you are taking this and that, it is given, somebody is writing, because mother's direct touch is there. Sometimes one time in ashram soup was being distributed, but there came, the output was there came some complaint regarding taste. Sri Aurobindo came to hear of this, and Sri Aurobindo immediately told you, stop distributing soup, because whatever is given by the mother, it is from your consciousness that will provide force to in the sadhaka. But when these people, they are not aware, you stop. Immediately you stop, and it was stopped. So what you have to do? Without eat right quantity, neither too much or too little. Don't trouble your mind about food. Take it in the right time, right quantity, neither too much nor too little, without greed or repulsion, as the means given you by the mother for the maintenance of the body first. What for you are taking the food? For the maintenance of the body. But this junk food we are taking, and it is creating havoc in us. Maintenance of the body, second, right spirit. If you are taking the sattvic food, your spirit is in the right track. But if you are taking this tamasic food, naturally you are getting derailed, being pulled down. Third, offering it to the divine in you. Divine in you. That's what we to be offered. These things, three things must be there. For that, actually, the food is given to you. Then Sri Aurobindo moves forward another one more step. It is no part of this yoga to surpass taste rasa altogether. Who told you to surpass it? I think a couple of days back I was giving one example. Food was served to the master and he took it gently, coolly, smoothly and moved away. After some time, these sadhakas who enjoyed the food, they could be able to detect that there is no trace of salt in the food. It could not be because that the food is over. Sri Aurobindo has left the dining room, that arena. He has gone. Anyway, in the evening there was an opportunity. Somebody they were sitting for the evening class, and somebody asked the master, "Sir, did you feel anything uncomfortable today during food?" Sri Aurobindo smiles and says, "As salt has its taste, like saltlessness has also its taste. So nothing to worry. Don't worry. As salt has its taste, saltlessness has also its taste. So we have to take another side. We must explore. Only we keep wearing all branded dress throughout the life. What about this ordinary dress? You want to play the role of the magistrates, kings, and the soldiers like this. Who will play the role of this farmer, this beggar, this gatekeeper? There also you have to go, you have to explore. For that, actually, you have taken back birth. And soul is there to take some experience. You have to play the role. That is what is required. It is no part of this yoga to surpass taste rasa altogether. It has got its taste. Who told you to kill all your taste and rasa? What is to be got rid of is vital desire and attachment. That is what the criteria. Taste rasa, it is no problem. Absolutely, you must have. That taste is also given. That preference is also with you. But the thing is that what you have to get rid of, that is actually vital desires and attachment and the greed for food, being overjoyed, getting food as you like, or sorry or discontented when you don't get it, giving an under importance to it. Those not required, not expected. Number one. So anyway, we'll start. In this yoga, taste rasa has altogether, it has got its own base, it has got its value. But what you must do, get rid of the vital desires and attachment. That is the first case. Second case, greed for food. Second. Three, being overjoyed when getting the food you like, and contrary. Sorry and discontented when you don't get the food you have and what is given to you. That is number four. Giving an undue importance to it. That is number five. These things must not be expected from you. Must not be expected from you. What I will tell you again. Try to quote it again. Taste and rasa is has importance. It has got its own value here. We evaluate it. We prefer to the taste and rasa. But the thing is, what need not be there. We must get rid of the vital desires and attachments. Number one. Number two, greed for food must not be there. Being enjoyed as getting the food you like. Number three. On the contrary, sorry and discontented when you don't have it. Number four. Giving the undue importance. Number five. Undue importance to food. These are all prohibited, restricted, and you must get rid of them. Then equality is here the test as in so many other matters. That's what you must remember. Equality. Here is the test. Here the test. Equality is here the test as in so many other matters. That's what you must take care of. Vande Mataram.